Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. We record these interviews so potential buyers have more information about the seller and the business to help them make a buying decision. Just before we dive into today's interview, let me go over a brief summary of the business. It is an Amazon FBA, e-commerce, and Amazon Associates business created in August 2017 in the electronics niche. The average monthly revenue for the business is $40,866, and it makes an average of $4,154 per month in net profit. The assets included in the sale are the Amazon Seller Central account with 2 SKUs, the primary domain with all of the site's contents and files, supplier relationships, a trademark, and email lists. Please note that inventory isn't normally included in the listing price and further details can be provided to active buyers. For everyone listening, you can visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing 57467 to learn more about the business. Or you can unlock the listing to start your due diligence if you're interested in purchasing this asset. So that's a very brief overview for the business for sale. Let's find out from the seller. So welcome to the show, Dalton. It's a pleasure having you here. How are you doing?
Good. How about you? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm great. Thank you so much for asking. And again, it's a pleasure to have you on. Can you just share with me then what your background is in building or running online businesses?
Sure. Yeah. This is my third online business that I've built kind of from the ground up in the e-commerce space. I've been selling on Amazon for my full income for the last 9 years. I got into it at a young age. I always loved selling stuff online. And when Amazon FBA was starting to launch and get better for sellers, it seemed just like a slam dunk transition for me from selling on eBay to start getting into Amazon FBA.
That's awesome. Yeah, it definitely sounds like you've got a lot of experience in the Amazon world for sure. Can you share with me then, and this probably will be useful for our first time listeners as well, was there anyone who really inspired you when you were building this business, just about Amazon selling and entrepreneurship in general?
One of my really good friends, Tom Wang, actually has helped me out a ton. He built like a couple different multi-million-dollar revenue businesses on Amazon, and just a good friend of mine. And he has his own little YouTube channel, all that stuff. So it's always fun watching and checking in on him and seeing what he's doing, what he's finding new in the space, and the new tips and tricks. So
that's great. Yeah, I think a lot of our sellers also have friends in the space as well. I think they got inspired by them who kind of onboarded them really with their own type of content, podcasts and stuff like that. So definitely. I want to ask you then, with this business, how did you come up with the idea to start this one in particular? Why this niche as well?
So basically the brand has 2 different products, both with different little backstories on how I got into them. The first product was actually a successful dropship item that I'd been selling on one of my other online dropship sites for a while. And after selling so many units off of Amazon, I assumed it would be a great product for Amazon as well. So after doing some research and confirming it was a good choice for a product, privately able to version myself under the brand and purchase my inventory outright instead of doing, regular drop shipping. And by doing that, I was able to increase my profit margin greatly and provide faster shipping for my customers. So the first product was kind of stumbled into it. I had a big catalog of dropship products on one of my e-commerce stores, and this product started flying off the shelf, and I private labeled it. The second product included under the brand is actually a product I discovered when I was selling one of my cars locally and ran into a problem. And the product basically just helped me solve my problem completely. And I kind of thought, maybe other people need this solution. And I went on Amazon and checked out the niche, and there was a lot of space for another seller in there. So I jumped on in.
Yeah, no, I think that's awesome. I wanted to ask you, because you've scaled your business respectable size so far. So our listeners will be wondering, why are you selling the business right now instead of staying with it and growing it?
I've actually been fortunate enough to come across a really great real estate deal and taking the capital from this sale to invest into that.
And that makes sense. Yeah, I think these opportunities do come by, and it's great to hear that you found one. So I hope that you can secure the sale of this business soon to fund that venture. I just want to ask you about the operations side of your business then. Can I ask you, what did you learn from building this business that you just found really worked for you?
Yeah, for sure. Building support off Amazon for my customers was very important, especially because we're in the electronics niche. I think people really like to know that the company they're buying the products from stand behind their products and are going to offer support. So that was a real big thing. When I started doing that, we started getting better reviews. People would just contact us, tell us how much they like their product. So that was a big thing for me, kind of figuring that out right out the gate.
Yeah, that's great. On the other side of things, then, was there anything that you tried that just didn't really work for you, wasn't giving you the ROI you were hoping for?
For sure. Probably Facebook ads has been one of the things that I could never really figure out. I think it's simply just I lack the skill set to make it work. But yeah, Facebook ads could not get those to work at all.
Yeah, I think Facebook ads can be a bit of a black box, especially with the iOS 14 changes and afterwards.
Yeah, definitely.
So I just want to ask you then, where does the majority of your traffic come from?
So for the online Shopify store, the majority of the traffic is coming from Google Shopping. And for the Amazon FBA products, it's a mix of Google organic traffic and organic traffic from Amazon search results.
Gotcha. Okay. So how is organic traffic generated then for your Amazon store and the Shopify store?
Yeah, so basically, with the two listings included in this sale, I've actually ranked them very high on Google for the 3 or 4 highest volume keywords for the niche. And that in turn helps get us consistent traffic to our listing, which then in turn boosts sales and boosts us up in the actual Amazon organic ranks as well. So that's kind of how we tackled that. Both of the products are very highly ranked in Google and basically like really solidified and free traffic that comes in every month. So
Gotcha. Okay. Let me ask you then, on a day-to-day basis, what would you say is the type of work that you do to maintain your business?
yeah, basically it comes down to reordering products once or twice per month and also handling issues in customer service realm of things that need to be handled by me. Usually that's like providing a replacement for a unit that's defective or any other request that like my VA raised to me and was kind of like, hey, I can't handle this. You need you to take care of this. Yeah, basically just those two things are what I end up doing.
Definitely sounds like the business is very hands-off right now.
Yeah, at this point, it's very hands off. Would change definitely if you were obviously going to add a new product to the line or something like that. You'd have to do all the product research and all that stuff again. But as far as right now, yeah, it's very hands off. Just kind of keep it in stock and collect money.
Awesome. What would you say are the some of the skills that a new owner should have? If they acquired this business, they can keep running it as it currently is performing now.
Well, right off the bat, you'd want to learn kind of how to send in the shipments and monitor inventory levels and reorder accordingly through Amazon. Definitely going to have to familiarize yourself with the Amazon FBA business model and how that works. Another important thing I think is like handling the customer support requests politely and in a timely manner. I think that goes a far way, or a really long way, as far as the reviews go, your return rate, and all that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah, I think you raised a really, really good point there, especially with the customer service side of stuff. I mean, like, it's such a underutilized growth channel if you can provide excellent customer support.
yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Well, I wanted to ask you then, if you did stay with the business, what are some of the ways that you would try to grow it?
Yeah, so basically, there are some accessories that go along with both of the SKUs that are already available from suppliers. I have not taken the time to private label them yet. I think offering compatible accessories would be the easiest first thing to add. Secondly, I think adding other potential products to the line is also a good idea, as the niche just has a lot of growth potential. It's all going to come down to how much capital you can put up front, how many of these products you can get launched. But I do think there's a big room for growth there still in the niches. So,
For sure. Sounds like lots of avenues for growth there. What would you say are some of the biggest risks with this business that a buyer should be aware of?
well, as with all Amazon FBA businesses, there's always a chance that Amazon does something to listings, takes them down for whatever listing or whatever reason. That can happen to any Amazon FBA business. And it's something that is in the back of the minds of all Amazon FBA sellers, I think. However, both of the products that are included do not infringe on any patents or any other legality issues that I'm aware of. So I think the likelihood of that happening is very low. And yeah, I think that would be the biggest risk. It's just having the big portion of the revenue cut off because Amazon decided to just cut the cord on it for some reason.
Last few questions from me then, Dalton. How much support are you willing to offer buyers?
I'm open to talking about what the buyer might need, but for right now, I'm just saying I'm offering 30 days of email support and 2 Skype calls to ensure smooth transition for the buyer.
It's good to hear. Are you willing to commit to a non-compete?
Yes, I am.
And are you open to something like an earn-out?
Yes, I am open to that.
Great. Well, last question from me then. If you put yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why do you think that this is a business worth buying?
So basically, the biggest thing I think, or the biggest selling point of this particular Amazon FBA business is that the traffic is really solidified on the Google organic pages for almost 2 years now. So basically, both of the Amazon listings are just constantly receiving free organic traffic, which is great in Amazon's eyes and great for you because you get more sales. It doesn't cost anything to advertise through that channel. I think that's personally a huge benefit and makes this business worth more than some other FBA businesses that might be for sale. But that's just my personal opinion.
For sure, yeah. I think organic traffic is hugely valuable because it takes a long time to earn. You can't just pay for it. So no, that's great to hear. Is there anything that you'd like to add that you think I might have missed during the interview?
No, I think we're good.
Awesome. Well, Dalton, thank you so much for joining me in today's interview and for sharing more about yourself and your business. Really looking forward to hearing about your business getting sold in the near future.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this listing has already been sold, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing number 57467. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. And once you've unlocked the listing, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. So until next time, enjoy your digital journey.